morning, Larry.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm okay, and you?
I'm well, thanks.
You look nice.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thanks, Larry. Good morning, boys and girls. Larry, what were you doing yesterday when we had the storm and the floods in some areas?
Ah, that's easy. I was hiding.
As usual. I heard there were some places that had hail.
Hail?
Yes. Do you
What's
know
that?
what hail is?
No?
It's very much similar. It looks like ice.
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 You know what you get from the freezer?
Ah.
Yes, and it falls like rain. And, if you are in the rain at that time and hail starts falling.
It's a good time to make a smoothie.
But it's not very good because you can get injured with the hail.
Ah.
Yes. So it's always safe to get to a place that is sheltered.
Like a house.
Yes.
Where everyone should be.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
And Larry, when we have storms and floods, it can be very scary at times. Like you told me you were hiding.
Yeah.
So it's not a good time to frighten your younger siblings. But you need to try and keep everyone.
But my mom was scaring us.
Really? What did
Yeah,
she do?
she said that God was moving furniture. So I hid in case he dropped something.
Okay, Larry. Yes, but maybe it's a good time not to be out. And
Yeah.
then just remember, no telling stories like your mom to Gift and Zoe because they're going to get scared.
Okay.
Yes. So what can you do in a time like this? I know during a storm, you sometimes have a power outage and you don't have electricity.
Yeah.
So what can you do, Larry, during this time rather than scaring your friends?
Well, first and foremost, don't touch the candles.
Oh, yes. Why, have you had an experience with candles?
Why do you think I don't have eyebrows?
Yes, Larry, very good. Did you hear that, boys and girls? Sometimes when the power goes out and you don't have electricity and mom lights a candle, that is not a time for you to play with the candles or to have a birthday party, Larry. And, but what are some of the things that you can do during that time?
You can read a book.
It's dark and the candlelight is not so bright.
You have a torch, don't you?
Okay. But what about telling stories, Larry? You talk so much, so I'm sure you can tell your siblings a story.
I get in trouble for telling stories. Mom calls them lies.
Okay, those fibs. Now, Larry, what if you are outside the house during a storm? What are some safety tips we can give to the boys and girls? Maybe they are coming home from school and they suddenly they are stuck in a storm. What can we do?
Find shelter on a
Yes.
high ground.
Very clever.
I know.
And
Thank you.
Larry, have you noticed during these flash floods, you sometimes find dry areas that suddenly look like little rivers.
Yeah.
Yes. So what can you tell the boys and girls about these places?
Don't play in the rivers.
Yes, you should not play in any of those areas because you don't know how deep the water is.
Yeah.
In those areas, and if you jump or play in the water, you can get drowned.
Oh no.
Yes.
I can't swim.
Yeah, so there's lots of boys and girls that can't swim, so that's not a time for you to be playing in that water. It's not very safe. And also, if you're traveling in a car and you suddenly have hail or a heavy storm, what would be the wiser thing to do?
Try to find cover.
Yes.
And tell your dad to park off.
Yes.
Because like the windshield can get damaged.
Yes.
The car can get damaged. And you can get hit on the head.
Very good, Larry. Also, Larry,
Yeah.
something for you to remember. Even if you have electricity, during a storm, you put your television
Off.
off. Very clever.
Unplug appliances too.
Yes, so you don't...
And chargers.
Yes, you don't nag mom and dad at that time to have the television on.
Yeah.
And lastly, Larry, during the storm, there are many people whose homes get damaged.
Yeah.
Right? So it will also be a good idea to help those who would need help after a storm. You know,
Food and clothes.
food and clothes, blankets.
Yeah.
Yes, sometimes their houses get damaged and they need help at that time. So we can always do a good deed at that time. What do
It's
you
nice
think?
to help.
Yes. Any closing thoughts for our boys and girls, Larry?
Just be safe.
Yes, very good. Goodbye, boys and girls.
Bye.